Well, hello, Transparent Church and friends. This is Pastor James with the Word of the Day. Today I want to spotlight Romans chapter 8, verse number 31 from the New Living Translation, where we find these words. What shall we say about such wonderful things as these? If God is for us, who can ever be against us? Well, as we start this new day and start our weekend, what wonderful words to leave you with. When we hear the Apostle Paul say such wonderful things as these, he's talking about everything that went prior to verse number 31. Starting out with the first verse that reminds us now that we are believers, and once we are in the family of faith, there is no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus. That's a good news. Not only is that good news, but it's also good news learning in this passage that when we are born again, we are also, number two, heirs to the throne with Jesus Christ. We also learn that we no longer, once we've been converted and changed by God through Christ, we no longer live after the flesh, but we get to live after the Spirit. And as a result of doing so, we also find out by the time we get down to verse 28 that all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are the called according to his purpose. All those are wonderful things, which now he says in verse 31, as a result of all these things, if you haven't figured out by now, here's what you got to know. If God be for us, he's more than the world against us, King James. Who could ever be against us, New Living Translation? So the theme today I want you to focus on is simply this: God's promise of victory. So I want you to take this with you into the day and into the weekend. If God is for you, it doesn't matter who's against you, including the devil himself. So go in faith, believing that God is on your side and he promises victory. I don't have time, but if I did, I'd take you from 31 to 32 in the bottom of the passage, letting us know that nothing shall separate us from God's love. Take that with you. Have a great weekend. Lord willing, we'll see you next time. Walk in God's victory.